So a vector is a quantity with both magnitude and direction. Now geometrically, we represent a vector using an arrow, as you can see right there. Imagine a vector as a force, right, that wants to take this particle, this white dot, and it wants to move it 7 units east and 5 units south. And as a result, it's going to go in this path right here. Okay, let's take another vector now. This one right here. Let's take the vector -5, -6, and do this, right? This vector wants to move this yellow particle 5 units west and 6 units south. So what happens when we take these two vectors and actually add them? How do we add quantities that have magnitude, and how do we actually add directions here? Well, geometrically, we can add vectors using the tip-to-tail method. If you take the tip of one and put it at the tail of another, like so, you can actually form what we call the resultant vector right here. You take it from the tip of one to the tail of the final, and look at this right here. You actually have the vector 2, -11. So logically, this makes sense because if this force vector wants to move a particle 7 units east, and this one right here wants to move it 5 units west, well, the resultant is gonna actually be 2 units east, if that makes sense, right? And since this vector wants to move a particle 5 units south, and this one wants to go 6 south, it makes sense that the resultant should have a vertical component that's 11 units south, or in this case, -11. So really, this is what we call the tip-to-tail method of adding vectors.